This is a Headgum podcast.
All right, we got another question from another dude with another name. What is that name?
Dangrin.
What's that?
Dangrin. Dangrin.
Last name?
Smith.
I'm done thinking this shit. It took me all the fucking juice in my brain to come up with Dangrin.
That is one of my favorite names we've had in a while.
Dangrin Smith writes, "Hey guys, my family and I are taking a trip to the Bahamas soon. The trip is the makeup for my graduation trip last year, which was moved due to my grandmother having health issues. Thankfully, she's fine now. Here's my odd dilemma."
Boy, is this a white guy question. Here we go. We are writing this. The privilege of your life. Oh, your 80-year-old grandmother's fading away.
She's through the woods on this
Replacement for my graduation gift. Holy shit.
We took a heart from a healthy kid in a
I'm
really
guessing
poor
the word
neighborhood.
Syria won't be appearing in the rest of this question.
I don't think I can take my baton, the weapon kind, to the Bahamas when I go through customs. Reason being is because
I feel for the kid.
My-
I feel for this kid.
Reason being is because my family is chartering a private plane, so they will go through our luggage very
Fuck
thoroughly.
off.
However, I
might
think
not
I
be-
need.
Is this real?
I think I need.
This is such a Dangrin. What a fucking Dangrin.
He's got a long
Frothingham.
line of Dangrins.
Oh my, Dangrin the 7th.
Oh my God, so many dangs. Not enough friends. However, I think I need one while I'm in some of the areas where we'll be going. I feel that my family and myself, of course, could be in danger at times. So, Jake and Amir, my question is, and Bo, do I sneak something in my bag past customs? If so, what? Keep in mind, I'm not really a knife guy. Or B, do I find something when I'm there? Keep in mind, it'll be in rougher areas, so maybe I can get something while I'm down there. Thanks, guys. Really love the show. Love, Dangrin Smith.
Dangrin. First of all, I like that he thinks there's a chance that he might be able to go out into a rough area and acquire a weapon when he's on vacation.
I don't know, Bo. What do you think?
That's rough for me. This kid sounds like a fuck, like a true.
You can lay into
I
him.
mean, I'm just saying, like, your
Our goal is to not advise him on what weapon he can
private.
get in.
Some rich kid's worried about if he can bring his baton on his private plane.
Yeah.
It's a very rich
To
weapon
his
to have in the
makeup
first place.
Bahamas thing.
I imagine he's not going to a very rough area of the Bahamas if he's getting there on a private jet.
Yeah, I don't think so.
And if there's bad guys, I don't know what him and his baton would be able to really do.
God.
I thought one of the joys of flying private was that they're not like the.
Well, you could bring your
TSA.
batons. Bring your batons. Fly private. I thought that was what it was.
Yeah, wasn't that the log line? That's how they sell you on it.
And I'm going to go on a limb. This might not be kind. I bet his grandmother wasn't a good person. I'm just saying, it sounds like old white money, and I don't think any of that.
She was the daughter of slave owners.
I mean, she was. Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard
she's
to be
she's a little
old,
too-
rich, and nice. It's usually two of the three.
Yeah, I bet her last word was something about the colored nurse.
Make sure she didn't lift anything off my person.
I'm saying this is where we
So
as white
standing in
men
the
need
hospital
to stand
room with
up
a
and give a
baton.
little self-hate.
Yeah.
Is that the richest question you've ever? The richest question I've ever heard.
That's up there. We get a lot of questions about like kids who are backpacking through Europe and like.
Yeah,
had
but
fun.
that's its own thing, you know, because
Right.
you can do that in the budget. I mean, this kid's says just swimming in money.
Again, like Scrooge McDuck, swimming
man.
in gold coins.
I think this could easily be Raoul's lover. There's a good chance. I mean, this kid is throwing away money.
the thread goes through every question of our this episode.
I'm sorry, none of this was kind what I said.
No,
No,
okay.
it's fine. I just don't. Isn't a baton just a stick?
Yeah.
What's he gonna work?
Couldn't he not acquire a stick when he's in the Bahamas?
I thought a baton was something you twirled.
It's like a tea stick.
Oh, it's a tiny.
It's
you
like
know
the
what, when you're on
British bobbies.
when you're in the airport, see if you can buy devil sticks.
Oh.
And that's 3 batons right there.
You fashion that together. You start warding off all sorts of bad guys.
Did you ever
down
have
there.
the devil sticks?
Oh yeah, totally. Then the Skippets.
We should get a pair of devil.
Skip it.
We should get a pair of devil sticks for the office. I don't want to get too distracted, but load up Amazon and buy devil
That's
sticks.
really distracting, of
All right.
course.
Baton feels just like a really rich term for a stick. Like
Doesn't-
he found a stick, and it's like, mother, I found a baton. It's like, oh, Dangrin, there's batons all over the yard this season. It's like, fuck. Jesus Christ.
He seems to me like a nunchuck kid. Do you ever have a nunchuck friend? The kid that like kind of fucked with nunchucks?
Yeah. I never had a friend like Dangrin. I'm sorry. I don't know what this is. I'm sorry. The makeup trip for my graduation, which just makes
Oh,
this
right,
is
they
going to
weren't allowed
seem
to go
mean,
on
but
the
and if I'm being mean, I apologize. But what it sounds like is like, oh man, like I didn't get to do anything for graduation because Grandma died. It's like, we'll make it up to you. We'll go to the Bahamas.
Graduation from high school or college?
I would guess high school.
All right. Well, I mean, either way, graduating is so like.
Yeah,
you
bottom
already-
of the that's base level is the graduating.
I guess, and also if it's college, then that's like a present your parents already gave you to go to college in the first place.
Yeah, and like it's like a party where like your aunt's sitting down and you're like have a beer like at 10 o'clock and you're like, whoa. I mean, isn't
Yeah.
that what like
I think
graduation,
graduation parties are
No,
like, they're
let's
just as much
hop
for
in
your
the jet,
family.
guys. Did you bring your baton? No, sorry.
Like all of the whole family getting cornered.
But truly, I'm not someone that
A
like
gang of islanders
Dangrin,
with
quick!
nunchucks. I have nothing, mother.
And I'm not some like inherently self-hating white dude that thinks like all white people's problems are not legitimate. But
This one's
not
definitely
being able to bring a baton to the Bahamas on your private plane feels like what white propaganda cartoons would be like if they were made now. You know what I mean? Where it's like, we're not like that.
I'm definitely for like everything is kind of subjective, and I understand that like everyone struggles with things, but I'll go on record and say that Dangrin is not experiencing
Anything close to the real world.
No, I don't. I think very few people live in such a bubble that they are upset that they can't bring
Exactly.
a baton on their private jet.
Yeah, my advice would be, Dangrin, brace for the real world. Brace for impact, Dangrin.
It is coming. I feel a little bit
How
bad.
satisfying would it be to just see his private plane explode?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, and a twirling baton crash into the Atlantic.
We found this stick, but besides that, there's no evidence. Oh, mercy.
Single tear rolling down the grandmother's cheek.
She's the only survivor. Oh my God, she's unbreakable. Think about it. She was sick last year and survived.
I
The
know.
plane crash didn't get her.
Oh, she's better now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so that's fine. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just, you know.
So this guy, he's never even experienced the loss of a grandmother.
I know.
That's like the most base level first sad thing that happens.
And it's
to
like
you.
nothing. It's
The
like
very
truly.
first bad thing you
He
go
has an
through is
18-year-old
supposed to be-
goldfish that won't
Wow.
die either.
Amazing.
Yeah, hamsters just constantly pets around him, never ceasing to live.
No, they've died multiple times, but the maid goes out and gets new ones, and it's like, Dangrin,
There's
sorry,
been
I was taking your goldfish for a
Several
walk.
maids. Even the maids have died and they get
Yeah,
replaced.
exactly. And the goldfish replace them. It's very
Dangrin
mutual.
is not allowed to experience sadness.
It was
This
pain
is the
at
closest
all.
he's ever
No.
come.
Dangrin does not know about 9/11. Has not been told about 9/11.
He was born on
He's going to
9/11.
be sort of sad in the cockpit, and the pilot's going to come back with a baton and say, "Dangrin, we
I
got
know.
this for you."
They'll carve it out of like the femur of like a dead child in the Bahamas, like a starving dead child. It's
and he still won't be satisfied. This isn't my baton from home.
this
Leaves it in the
this is
hotel
not
room.
probably good advice.
I think it is. But then again, I haven't been listening for the past 11 minutes. We're not even recording.
Oh, good. I feel bad.
No, don't feel bad. Don't
Okay,
feel bad.
well, all right, fine.
We've railed into people a
advice,
lot worse than this.
I think he can find a piece of driftwood on the beach and use it as a weapon.
Yeah.
I also think, though, that sometimes introducing a weapon into a situation will escalate said situation.
Mm-hmm.
Say worst case scenario. Don't think it's going to happen, but some islanders are trying to rob you.
But that's the
And
other
then
racist shit about this that like I'm hearing, which is like, we're going to a brown island. I must bring my baton.
Yeah,
Like it's like,
he just
what the
imagined
fuck
him-
do you think you're like? You're fine. You're gonna go to like Sandals Resort and drink and like eat
Have you
free
been to those?
saucer.
I've been to those places like in Mexico, like in Cancun, where they don't let you off. Like the entrance to it,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
entrance,
Can't
it's like
leave.
it looks like Jurassic Park.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
an
yeah,
enormous
totally.
fucking gate. You have to have 4 forms of identification to get onto it. They don't let people who want to hurt you, or they don't let anybody that you might think who would want to hurt you into it.
He's imagining him and his family tied up in a giant bowl of boiling water, surrounded by this
By poor
island
people.
tribe.
Like, oh, we're poor.
Yeah.
We want to kill
We
you.
want your money.
Some sort of financial domination, some shit. All right, in conclusion, you'll be fine. Don't bring a weapon. Odds are your family's going to be safe. Forever, probably.
Yeah, forever. Forever.
If